Hi guys, and welcome back to another Jason FC video. Today we're going to see what if the World Cup had 100 countries in it. And that's kind of a lie because it is 96. I might have put in 100 in the picture and thumbnail and title. But there is 96. That's the closest I could physically get. So, here's all the groups. Of course, this is the normal 2026 one. So, USA, Canada, Mexico are the hosts. It's not the 2030 one. And so, let's go ahead and see what happens in the first match day. And I think because there's so many teams, I can't even really go over it. But, it's okay. USA has an Angola one. Good old Spain, of course, won, gone. So, I think I'm just going to skip the entire group stage. Bam. And so, it's going straight to a round of 32. So, the USA is the only team that makes it out of this group. Ecuador makes it out of this group. Spain makes it out of this group. Portugal and Ecuador make it out of this group. France, Italy, UAE, Brazil, Poland, Ivory Coast, Georgia gets eliminated, that sucks. Egypt, Iceland, which means Canada, a host, is out in the groups. And Iceland is through, I didn't even realize that. Belgium, Colombia, Germany, and Russia. Sweden, Costa Rica, Turkey's out like normal. And Mongolia. England, DR Congo's out. Switzerland, Paraguay's out. Gabon. Netherlands, Nigeria's out. Fiji's out. Yeah, minus 13 goal difference is crazy. But it looks like Isaac Gokuez, because it doesn't have names in this game for some reason, scored 7 goals. And that's probably Gakpo. That's probably Harry Kane. That's probably Mo Salah. 2 Germans. I couldn't tell you which ones those were. And then Group Q, Ukraine. Mexico's another co-host being eliminated. Croatia, Faroe Islands goes out. Uzbekistan and Senegal. That's actually like a group of death if you didn't count the Faroe Islands. Argentina, Slovenia. Socials. That's the team that I hoped went for. Uruguay makes it through. Norway's already out. Japan and Greece. Austria, Cape Verde can't make it. They even got more points than they did last year, but Austria makes it through. Morocco makes it through, and Bosnia makes it through. That's all of them. So let's start the knockout stages. These are the knockout games for the round of 32. So let's get straight into this. And so these are the games for the round of 32. Croatia moves on, Uruguay, Spain, Portugal, France, Russia, Brazil, Ivory Coast, Japan's out, Egypt, Belgium, Argentina, Germany, Sweden, England, Switzerland, Iceland goes out, and the Netherlands. And now I'm looking at this, what is so surprising? The UAE to be in here is very surprising. Same with Iceland. Russia going into the round of 16, but that's happened before. I think USA got out. That sucks. But let's go to the round of 16. These are the round of 16 games. Croatia, Uruguay, Spain, Portugal, France, Russia, Brazil, Ivory Coast, Egypt, Belgium, Argentina, Germany, Sweden, England, Switzerland, Netherlands. Some interesting games. So let's get straight into this. And so this is the round of 16. Croatia beats Uruguay. Spain beats Portugal. That's my Morado, or his name. He scored that goal. France barely beats Russia. Brazil scratches Ivory Coast. Egypt through to the quarterfinals against Argentina. England slashes Sweden. The Netherlands get over Switzerland. So here is the quarterfinals. Croatia, Spain, France, Brazil, Egypt, Argentina, and England, Netherlands. Very interesting. Let's get straight into this. Starting with the first game, and I'm actually going to lower the speed. Now you're going to start watching it. Way too slow. There you go, that's good. It's 2-1. Can Croatia get back in this? Can they? I don't think they can. They do not. And so, let's get straight into the next game. These are the predictions. It doesn't matter. Why did that go so fast? And France ended up winning on penalty. So that is our first semifinal. Doesn't it seem familiar? Let's get straight into the next one. 3-0. And I'm not going to tell you something, but if England wins this, why did I make this video? Oh my gosh. Well, that does not seem familiar at all. Like, why would that seem familiar? Spain, France, Argentina, England. That doesn't seem familiar. Oh. It's time for Argentina versus England. I think England's going to score first, and then Argentina is going to score like 80 times. Now even slow it down. And speed up. And so, it's happening. It's halftime. Can no one watch it? Wow. And so, England has never lost a World Cup final. Spain has never lost a World Cup final. And then we got the 2022 World Cup final. Those are the two games we're about to watch. At least it's a little bit different. At least we don't have an Argentina-Spain final. But still, if Spain wins this, why did I even make this video? But this is going to be a lot of fun to watch. France gets the first. And so, it's time for the World Cup final. Spain has a 38% chance on winning. England, 28. Draw is 33. Let's get straight into this. That's a little bit too slow, though. And so, nothing's happened in 20 minutes. Shot on target, though. That's probably Harry Kane. Shot on target. That's probably Lamine or something. Yellow card for England. Yellow card for Spain. Both will play free. And so, it's past halftime. Is anybody going to score? And that's a goal on a penalty kick, too. That is. And so, I purposely cut off the video because I didn't want to show the final thing. I didn't even want to. I was kind of hoping when I cut it off there was not even going to be a goal, so I just cut it right after the goal. You can't see the scoreline. Let's see who won. It was Spain. 1-0. And so Spain won. Top scorer is Messi. Top assister is someone from Uruguay. And the competition MVP, Rodri doesn't get in this universe. Messi does. I like that. I think if Uruguay actually made it to the round of 16 and they had the assist leader, then this would have been possible. But everything else is actually pretty spot on. I think in an alternate universe, Messi could have been the top scorer. I mean, if you played the third place game, he could have been the top scorer. And he could have been people have said he should have been the MVP, and I think he should have been the MVP. And if Uruguay got out of the group, assist leader for Uruguay could have definitely been on the cards. So I would say these are actually pretty good. Of course, this game does not know what to do. But I start with 96 or 100. And okay, wait, this is the lineup. So, Spain's goalkeeper, Lamine. I don't know who would be that. Messi, That would probably be Jude Bellingham, I would think. Nacho Fernandez, Enzo Fernandez, Romero, Paul Pogba, Van Dijk, whoever that is and whoever that is. Good job, guys. And so, Messi's, of course, the top scorer with 7 points. So, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time, and goodbye.